Hello and welcome to the Paul Green Comedy PaulCast for December 11th, 2024. This is episode 349. Stand-up comedian, actor, and improviser and dreamer, Paul Green, sharing my journey, thoughts, and insights as I pursue my dreams in the hopes that perhaps you will pursue yours as well. And I have been tossing in daily commentary on whatever self-help book I am reading or listening to at any given time, which, by the way, it occurred to me that I have actually been misleading my audience innocently because I have been saying that I'm commenting on the self-help book, The Power of Vulnerability by Brené Brown. But it totally is not called The Power of Vulnerability. Bum, bum, bum. The plot thickens. Did stand-up comedian and improviser Paul Green deliberately misname the title of the book that he has been commenting on for the last 10 days? Or was it an innocent accident? It's an innocent accident, everybody. The name of the book is Daring Greatly, not The Power of Vulnerability. And I actually don't know if The Power of Vulnerability, maybe that's just another book of hers. I'm sure she's written several by now. Well, I'm almost positive she has a book called The Power of Vulnerability. So Daring Greatly must just be another one of her books. You want to know what? I've got the internets up right now. Let's just Google this. Let's get to the bottom of this. Brené Brown. How about books? Let's see. The Power of Vulnerability, Rising Strong, How the Ability to Reset, Transform the Way We Live, Love, Parent, and Lead, The Power of Vulnerability, Teachings of Authenticity, Connection, and something else. And then there's Daring Greatly, How the Courage to Be Vulnerable Transforms the Way We Live, Love, Parent, and Lead. And then it looks like she's got a collection or something. Braving the Wilderness, The Gifts of Imperfection, I Thought It Was Just Me, Dare to Lead. Man, she is just popping out books. Crazy time. So anyway, so the book that I am reading is Brené Brown's Daring Greatly. So my apologies to the wonderful and great Brené Brown that I have been mistitling her book. That's on me. All right, we will get to Daring Greatly here in a little bit, but let me just catch you up on the journey, on my comedy journey. So it has been just a crazy week of travel for me. I have been road warrioring it up. I drove from Phoenix to Simi Valley to Vegas to Salt Lake City to Richfield, Utah, and then Richfield, Utah to Page, Arizona, all within the last 3 days. So I'm currently in Page, Arizona, which, if you don't know Arizona geography, it's like at the very north of the state. So it's really close to the Utah-Arizona border. You pretty much are just heading south through the middle of Utah. You cross over to Arizona, and then you hit Page, and then the next big city is Flagstaff, and then Flagstaff to Phoenix, baby. So tomorrow I will be driving the rest of the way home for a very long road trip, and then I get to just hang at home. I don't travel again until next Saturday. Next Saturday, I'll be driving back down to Yuma, Arizona, and hopefully that. Well, not hopefully. We've been selling tickets, and ticket sales have been pretty good for Yuma next week. So I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, once I get back in Phoenix tomorrow, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shows in 3 days. So 2 shows a day, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 2 shows each. So it's just going to be a lot of performing, and I'll tell you, I'm so fortunate. I'm so grateful, to be having these experiences, and you know, you just got to go out and follow your heart, put the work in, be tenacious, be, fearless, not fearless, but have courage in the face of fear, because we only get one life, as far as we know, and might as well just make the most of it. And I try to remind myself of that, especially this last week. I've had some just weird emotional anxiety, just crazy, weird psychological stuff. And I've just had to pull myself out of that and just go, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is all in your head. Give myself some emotional love, and just be grateful for every day that you have. And, it does make a difference. It just makes such a difference to, just shift the focus, shift the emotional state from one of, anxiety and fear and all of that stuff to one of just joy and gratitude and faith and optimism and hope, as best you can. And believe me, this is the epitome of hypocrisy for me to even say this, because I have so much more opportunity and opportunities for growth to practice what I'm preaching here. But it's just something that I am so very aware of, that when I get into these sort of anxious spats, that I can pull myself out of them. I don't need to go down these rabbit holes, and life is short, and just live it and love it as best as you can. And I've just been so grateful for these shows that I get to do, the shows that I am doing, these opportunities that are coming my way. And that really is just me just being grateful that I can even pursue this dream and have these experiences, and get to drive all over the country. So anyway, let's talk about Daring Greatly by Brene Brown. So I'm finishing up the introductory chapter where she talks about the wholehearted, those who live wholeheartedly, and she gives 10 characteristics. So I've talked about each characteristic, and the 10th characteristic of those who live wholeheartedly is to sing. What is it? Oh, shoot. I forgot it again. I always listen to it, and then I forget like the exact wording that she uses, and I want to get the exact wording, and I had it. Let me see. Is wholehearted. All right, let me see if I can get this down here. 10 guideposts for wholehearted living. Let's see. Yes, I was so close. All right. Cultivating laughter, song, and dance. Come on now. Laughter and song. Like 90% of my whole existence is laughter and song and dance. And the other 10% is dance. And then it says letting go of cool and always in control. Oh, man. I love that. Letting go of cool. It has cool in parentheses. And I just think let's just talk about that, because again, this is something that I've I've struggled with my whole life, and that is me trying to put on a show that I'm like too cool for school. Too elite, too smart, too sophisticated, too, too cool for school to just like let go and have a good time. And so I think that is really fascinating that she says that people who live wholeheartedly don't let go of that need to be cool. And I know that my need to be cool just comes from, my crippling insecurities as a little boy, just never really feeling like, I belong, or never really feeling like I was cool. So it's like I was trying to be cool because I actually wasn't. you know and I think I still have some of that today. It's like I'm actually just like a nerd, kind of a nerdy, quirky, weird dude, but I try to be cool. And but being too concerned with the cool, I really think is stems from just caring too much what people think. And man, I do care what other people think. I always remember, like, I remember in like elementary school is when I started to hear like classmates of mine say things like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I don't care what people think. Yeah, I don't care what anybody thinks." And now I look at that and go, I think anybody who says that they don't care what people think are so concerned with everybody around them knowing that they don't care what people think. It's like just the very fact of you saying that is an indication that you actually do care what people think. Because I think people that genuinely don't care what other people think don't need to go flaunt it. So letting go of cool and letting go of always in control. And I think that's a tough one, because Lord knows we all want to feel like we're in control. Everything's going our way. We got it all figured out. We want the people in our lives to show up and behave the way that we want them to behave, so that we feel in control, that we feel, safe, that we feel whatever it is that we need to feel. And if, anytime something doesn't go the way that we want, or, people don't behave the way that we want them to do, it can be so easy to, to respond, to react, to, to feel a certain way, and I don't think anybody's immune to that. Yeah, but learning to just let go of that control element, and really learning to be present and living in the moment, and realizing that, everybody else is going to do what they're going to do as well. And just being like, that's who they are. They're dealing with their crap. I'm dealing with my crap. And I can't control what anybody else thinks or feels. I can only focus on me just trying to do my best and showing up as authentically and graciously as I can. So that's what we need to let go of, is letting go of being too cool for school, and letting go of always being in control, and then cultivating laughter, song, and dance. And I mean, come on. I'm a comedian, and I do music, improv as part of my sketch or as part of my comedy. And I actually love dancing. And is there anything more joyful than just laughing, singing, and dancing? And, we should have some more of that in our lives. Just letting go, laughing, singing, and dancing. So I'm all about that, everybody. So that is the 10 guideposts for the wholehearted living. So let's get after it. So let's recap all 10 of them, because I know I did one of them a day. So the 10 guideposts. So number 1, cultivating authenticity, letting go of what other people think. 2, cultivating self-compassion, letting go of perfectionism. Number 3, cultivating your resilient spirit, letting go of numbing and powerlessness. Cultivating gratitude and joy, letting go of scarcity and fear of the dark. Cultivating intuition and trusting faith, letting go of the need for certainty. Cultivating creativity, letting go of comparison. Cultivating play and rest, letting go of exhaustion as a status symbol and productivity as self-worth. Cultivating calm and stillness, letting go of anxiety as a lifestyle. Cultivating meaningful work, letting go of self-doubt and supposed to. Cultivating laughter, song, and dance, letting go of cool and always in control. The 10 guideposts of the wholehearted, according to Brené Brown in her book, Daring Greatly, not the Power of Vulnerability. All right, everybody. Well, I need to get some sleep. It has been a very, very long couple of days, and I've still got a lot of driving to do tomorrow. So I'm going to call it here, but I am so grateful for all of you who tune in to sharing this journey with me. I hope that your dreams are coming true. Your lives are, you are finding fulfillment in your lives and in your journey. All right, everybody, this is the Paul Green Comedy PaulCast for December 11th, 2024, episode 349. Oh, man. 16 episodes left before I get to my 365 days goal. All right, everybody, I love you all so much. I will talk to you tomorrow.